Hey guys, so today I want to talk a little bit about what happens when you decide you want to walk every day, right? I'm talking about walking a lot because it's something that I've done consistently for a couple of years. I've actually lost 50 pounds walking, which is pretty freaking fantastic if you ask me. I get into more of the why and the how and the story behind it and everything in my workshop, but the gist of it is I gained a bunch of weight, realized I don't want to keep gaining weight. It's super easy to put it on and not easy to take it off. So I want to start walking every day because walking is like my favorite thing to do. It's my favorite exercise. If I had to choose an exercise that I could do every day, it would be walking. But as I gained weight, my knees were like, oh, just kidding, Bran, you're not going to walk. They hurt and ow, ow, ow. So I'm not going to say that starting walking was easy for me because my knees were not happy with me. I did this Walking Away the Pounds program at home. If you're not familiar with it, look it up on YouTube. It's free. I actually own the DVDs, which are wicked expensive now, but I bought them way back when they were new, or fairly new. So anyway, back to the point. I created my Walking Revolution workshop yesterday. It just flowed. Now, it's not ready for release yet, but if you're interested, you can always drop a comment. I will come back and share the link when it's ready. I'm still editing. I have to add some extra tips in there, and I have to build some worksheets for everybody that's going to be in the course so they can have maximum success with walking as a means to live healthier, right? But when I was creating it and then creating the outline for it, right, I had to figure out what is it what are the different emotional things? What are the mindset things? And I'm trained as a goal success life coach, so I can help people like morph their goals into becoming successful, right? I have attained so many goals in the past 3 years, like the losing weight, the building my business to a certain income level, and all these different successes, right? But they started off as very small daily actionable steps and which eventually became habits to get to the end goal. So that is how I wanted to approach Walking Revolution. I wanted to approach it in a way so that people that have those rough days, they're in an environment where they feel sad more often than not. They're in an environment where they just feel so frustrated, like nothing is ever going to help them lose weight. It's not for them. It's not going to happen. They're just going to embrace the overweightness and live their life, and it is what it is, right? We're just going to live that way. Or maybe they just have a lot of stressors on their plate because they have people they have to take care of, and that's stressful being a caregiver. I met a lot of coaches that help caregivers actually, it's a much needed thing out there. And there's other reasons. I could go down a huge list, right? Because you're tired and you're this, and a lot of people have had a really rough few years. It's very stressful out there. The job market, the inflation, I can see how people would just feel very discouraged. But that's why I wanted to create Walking Revolution. It's one thing that you can do regardless of where you're at in your life, right? You can get up and you can walk. I started this journey of walking to lose weight. I started in my living room. I got up and I walked in my living room with a YouTube video on. If you have a Wi-Fi access somewhere, goodness gracious, you can go to a McDonald's parking lot around here and connect to the Wi-Fi and walk and do the Walking Away the Pounds in the parking lot. Seriously. There's no excuses why you can't do it other than getting your thoughts getting in the way of you being successful, right? And I don't mean to minimize it. I know how hard it is to overcome your thoughts. Believe me, it is hard when you're trying to develop a new lifestyle or a new habit. Your thoughts will be like boom, boom, boom. So in my workshop, I actually covered those obstacles and challenges that will come at you, because honestly, that is what happens. The universe says, do you really want this? Do you really want to walk every day? Well, here, I'm going to put in this and that, and we'll throw in this curveball and this one too, because we're going to test you and we're going to find out, do you really want this? Do you really want this goal, right? And one thing I've found is that if you can find a way to push through, which I do go into that in my workshop, my Walking Revolution workshop, if you can find a way and a method, and you have a coach like me who can help set you up to be proactive to fight against those obstacles that will rise, then you'll be well equipped to walk every day or to achieve whatever new habit it is you're trying to achieve. But you have to go at it smart. You've got to be smarter than the challenges and obstacles. You got to know that the universe is going to test you, because he doesn't give you things. You are not given things that you don't deserve, or you're giving everything you do deserve. You could look at it either way. You have to do the hard work to prove that this is vitally important to you, which is why in the first part of my workshop, we will cover your why. We will go over why. Why is it you want to walk every day? Now, my why is I want to do all I can do today to be healthier tomorrow. I want to be better tomorrow than I was today. I'm in direct competition with me every single day. I don't compete with people online. I want you to win too. I compete with me. I compete with yesterday's me. So the future me can be pretty freaking awesome and healthy. Walking away all this weight inspired me to always pick a healthier choice more often than not, because obviously I had roasted marshmallows and you're going to tell me that's not healthy. Fine. I don't mean that you don't live a joyful life and you don't have the roasted marshmallow or the s'mores or whatever it is occasionally. We are allowed to have good things. And tasty things that may not be amazing for us. It depends on, again, what matters to you. I don't mind having a marshmallow once in a while, right? Doesn't bother me. It might bother you, and that's fine. My ultimate goal is to do the things more often than not today that will help me be less of a health risk to my kids later. Kids often, we don't talk about it and we don't support it a lot in America, but in other cultures, you take care of your elders. You're there, they come live with you, you live in a group, you take care of your elders when they get sick. Everybody's there for everyone, and that's kind of how I think and feel. We should all be there for each other and help each other grow and learn and be well. But I don't want my kids to have a really sick mom. Now, I can't guarantee what my health will be next year or tomorrow or 10 years from now. I can't guarantee that. I have no control over what the universe says I am supposed to go through or my kids are supposed to go through. But I do want to feel confident that I'm doing everything in my power today to make better choices to be healthier tomorrow. So I feel that's reducing the risk that my kids will have to take care of a sick mom. That doesn't mean that it obliterates it. It means that it minimizes the risk. I'm doing what I can. And that why is what gets me up and gets me moving and gets me walking. I don't always leave the house. I can walk in place while I'm doing coffee, dinner, or dishes. I can walk in place while I'm in here recording a video, which I do sometimes. I can walk the dog. I can run around in the backyard with the dog. There are plenty of ways I can get up and get some extra steps in the day. It does not mean I have to leave my house, right? And that's what Walking Revolution is all about. I want to show you that getting up and walking every day, losing some weight, feeling better, doesn't have to take a lot of effort. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. It just has to have an altered mindset, a big enough why, some goal-setting tips, some mindset changes, a little bit of self-care, eventually nutrition will play a part in it, and a big enough desire to know that what you're doing is gonna transform tomorrow. So my workshop will cover all of those things, but hopefully this got you thinking, why do you wanna walk every day? What is so important about it? You know, how would walking every day change your life? Let me know in the comments below.